Hello folks, Brandon here with Slingmods.com, and today we have our Underseat LED rear accent lighting strips, the Can-Am Ryker. If your Can-Am Ryker came equipped with a BRP Max Mount and you'd like to light up the tail end of your Ryker, then our Underseat LED lighting strips may be right for you. These lighting strips are encased in a patent-pending smoke tube design for a stealthy look when the ignition is off. But when the ignition is on, these strips come alive and feature running lights, brake lights, as well as turn signal functionality. These strips drastically enhance rear-end visibility while out on the open road, increasing your likeliness of being seen by other motorists during the day or at night. Each strip features 100% plug-and-play connectors for straightforward installation. So now allow me to walk you through the installation process. Start by unscrewing this T30 torque screw on the back fender just above your license plate, so that you can lift this top panel up and off. Then unscrew these two T30 torque screws, followed by these four T20 torque screws on the side of your taillights. So that you can lift those up and off. Next, unclip the taillight harness, and then take the new harness from the kit and add a little dab of dielectric grease to the connectors. And then plug it into the taillight harness we just unplugged. And then plug the other end into the taillight. And then do the same thing for the other side. Unplug the taillight. Add some dielectric grease to the new harness. Then plug it into the taillight harness. And then plug the other end into the taillight. Now, since we have left and right side turn signal functionality, I'm gonna mark the right hand side taillight harness so that I know which LED strip to plug into later. Now attach the extension cables to both of those harnesses we just hooked up. Then, using a T25 Torx, unscrew and remove this side panel and unhook the rubber cable bushing, exposing the fender support bars underneath. Now take those extension wires and begin routing them down and across the swing arm, zip tying them to the bars and existing wiring harness. Routing and extensions this way will ensure that they're tucked up and out of the way of any and all moving parts and lead to where we'll be plugging in our LED strips later. Next, you can take the LED strips and test fit them to the Max Mount so you can get an idea of where they'll go. And then take an alcohol prep pad and thoroughly clean that surface area, letting it sit for a minute to dry, before going over the same surface area with the included primer wipe. Once that's dry, peel back a small section of protective backing tape from one end of the LED strip, line it up where you want it, and then press down firmly, adhering it in place, peeling back small sections at a time as you go. and repeating that same process for the other side. Now add some dielectric grease to the end of those extensions. and then plug them into the LED strips, remembering to plug in that right-hand side harness we marked earlier into the right-hand side LED strip. Turn on the ignition to make sure the lights turn on, and then test the blinkers and brake lights to make sure those function as well. Once everything looks good, be sure to zip tie any excess wires so that they're up and out of the way of any and all moving parts. Then you can reattach the side panel, followed by your taillights, and top panel. Now I'm adding some underseat rear accent strips with running lights, brake lights, and turn signals is on your mod list. And be sure to head on over to slingmods.com today or click the link in the description below to grab a set for yourself. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I can keep you up to date with everything Ryker. I'm Brandon signing out. Until next time.